So it's noon, and this is my, I finished off the last of my bammy from this morning. This is my lunch, which is beet and parsnip. And then I'm gonna take the stems off these tomatoes, pitch them in the yard. That is tasty. That's like drinking candy. Next time, I'm going to use that as a chaser. So, for stuff that's disgusting. Because that was really yum. Anyway, I take the tomato stems off when I'm given tomatoes or when my tomatoes start producing. These aren't mine, these were given to me. But now, if I wanted to extend my growing season with my peat bales, I have considered using vapor barrier plastic and constructing a frame around the bales and then just like pulling the plastic up or off. And then so I could do that in the spring and then plant out earlier. It'd be like having a little mini greenhouse sort of. And since it's right against my house, I could always just open the windows in the basement if it was a cooler night, if I was concerned, you know, and then it would be it wouldn't be heat lost, it would be heat put from the house into the greenhouse, essentially. Do you see what I'm saying? So, anyway, I have considered that, but I don't know, I'm pretty happy with my bales the way they are and the season the way it is. And right now I'm given tomatoes, so I don't really need a longer season for tomatoes, especially when my bale row doesn't seem to be a thing that I should be growing tomatoes in, even though they do very well there. But it's just, I don't really need to supply the neighborhood with tomatoes. So I'm going to try kale out and stuff like that and see if those things go missing. And if they do, I guess I'll switch to flowers for that row. It doesn't matter. I was going to switch to flowers this year. I was so frustrated with last year. And I was like, that's it. Next year it's going to be dinner plate dahlias. And then I thought, wait a minute, those will totally get stolen. So people would totally cut those off to bring home for a bouquet. So I'd have to, you know, I could plant some herbs that people really don't like that much or something like that. I don't know. I don't know. I might have to run through a few different things. Try a few different things, see what people don't like that I do. Oh, I broke one of my tomatoes. I have to use this one up right away. So yeah, that'll rot. But these will keep. We're supposed to have a rain day on Sunday, so I can probably leave them in the bowl for that long. But probably better off just spreading them around the table. Or just spreading them up the bowl like this. If we eat a few of them, see, then they're kind of spread out. Oh, there's another split one. Gotta use those up right away. One year, James and I were growing Cherokees. That's a type of tomato. And I don't know, I guess where I put it or whatever, I haven't had problems with Cherokees in the peat bale row. But where I had them that one year, every single tomato was split. It was terrible. We had to use them up right away. They weren't storing because they just split Too bad. Otherwise, they'll store a long time. Like these will store a long time, probably even in this bowl like this, like I say. I might leave them here because they look very pretty in the bowl. But as long as I take the stems off. Because if I don't take the stems off, sometimes the stems start to mold. And once you get mold starting, it spreads. So you don't want it to start. So you can lose everything really quickly that way. Anyway. I've got a couple left. That's it for that. Boy, it's warm out here, even under the umbrella. Is it warm, Manfred? Yeah, it's warm. She says it's warm. Manfred doesn't handle the heat well. She's a lot like me. She's not like the other dogs. They handle the heat well. But she does not. She's often finding shade, aren't you, honey? Yep. And the other dogs, they go for full sun. They'll lay right in the sun. She won't. Or not for long. Anyway, that's that, it looks like. So, I guess I'll go do something else.